Hello there, my name is Ed Grosso. I'm calling because I'm interested in getting a clown, magician, and face painter for my son's birthday party.
Okay, where's this party located?
It's in Queens, New York.
Okay.
Okay, I just have a couple questions. I had a really bad experience with the last clown that I hired. If you care, maybe I could tell you a little bit about that. Could maybe ease the conversation a little bit,
Sounds good.
Alright, well, the last clown I had, I don't know, I think his name was like Pee-Pee the Clown or something like that. I don't even know where I got this guy from, but he came over, he lit one of the kids on fire on accident. I got into a lot of legal problems. It was a whole big issue, I even had a magician come. He made one of the kids disappear. The kid's been gone for 13 years now. I don't want to deal with any of that no more. Can I rely on you?
Don't worry, you can rely on me. What's the date of the party?
Are you available for the end of January?
Which day on the end of January?
Let's just say January 29th.
Sure.
You are? That's great. Now tell me, what kind of activities do you do with the kids?
Well, depends. Are you looking for a clown or a magician?
Yeah, well, how about both of them? You think I can get both, or are they going to fight? Is it going to be like an episode of SmackDown with them, or what's the deal?
Well, basically, the clown is somewhat of a sampler package of the different options they offer. So clowns have a couple of silly magic tricks, nothing too complicated.
Right.
Followed by face painting and then some balloon animals.
Yes, alright. Can I be using them simultaneously? Because like I said, the last party I had a clown and magician, and the magician beat the clown with a brick, and I don't want to deal with any of that problem anymore.
Well, I do not believe there won't be any problems like that. Basically, the way the shows work, the way that I do the shows, it's either a clown or a magician. It's not a show that's combined between the two of them.
Now, right. Now tell me this. As for the face painter...
I'm sorry, by the way, what's your name, sir? I didn't catch your name.
My name is Ed Grosso.
Okay.
Okay, well now, as for the face painter, tell me what kind of things does he paint on the children?
There's all sorts of different options.
Does he do full body painting?
No, I do not do full body painting.
Oh, you don't? Okay, yeah, the last guy I had did full body painting. Never gonna go to that guy again.
Well, no, when you find that guy, if I was you, I'd file a lawsuit.
Yeah, well, you know what? These guys, they all file for bankruptcy.
No full body painting. Nothing to that extent. It's very child-friendly. This is a entertainment company that's based on doing children's parties.
That's exactly what I'm looking for. I don't even know where I find this guy. The other guy was painting penises all over the kids' faces. I had to kick the guy out of the place. I'm telling you, I don't want to deal. I had a bad experience. That's why I want to know, can I rely on you?
Yes, you can.
That's great. It makes me feel. So I feel like I'm sexually attracted to you or something like that. That's how reliable I am. That's how I feel. Thank you so much, myself.
Oh, who is this?
My name is Ed Grosso.
Okay,
like I said, I want a party for my son Paco.
Okay, so now that we've established this is either a joke or a friend of mine playing
a joke? You're the clown. I'm not the one who. You're the clown. I'm not the one who jokes.
Okay, well that's great. Anyway, I don't think I'd be interested in doing business with you.
Why is that? Is it because I'm from Texas?
But you're giving me a little bit of bad vibes.
Oh, well, listen, I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. I am sorry. My wife came home. She burnt the food. I'm just in a little bit of a bad mood. I'm sorry about that, sir. Anyway, can we just get back to business here? Nothing personal, my man. Just business.
Okay, let's talk.
Okay, now, how much do you charge for an hour?
It depends. Do you want a clown show or do you want a magic show?
A clown show. Let's start with that.
Clown show, $180 for the first hour.
$180. Okay, and how about the magician?
The magician, $20 more. That would be $200 for the first hour. And for either show, it's $100 for every additional hour.
Okay, now just going into little detail. Will the clown be wearing the little red nose?
No, the clown paints his nose red.
Oh, alright. Well, maybe we could get him to paint his nose purple or something like that, because my son is petrified of people with red nose. I once showed him Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer and he shit his pants, so I don't want to deal with any of that anymore either.
No, I'll tell you the truth. I don't really feel comfortable with the amount of profanity that we're using.
Hey, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Like I said, the food was burnt. I'm telling you, I apologize once again, my friend. I'm glad to have a clown that's so reliable. I feel like I'm talking to Bozo the clown. You know Bozo the clown?
Yes, I've heard of Bozo the Clown.
Bozo, that's my man right there. I had a party. I met Bozo back in the day. I'm telling you, Bozo's the man. But as for the magician now, what kind of magic tricks does he exactly? Will he like be pulling a rabbit out of a hat?
The rabbit would be coming out of a box, if anything.
All right, because like I said, the last guy that I had, when he pulled the rabbit out, it was dead.
Yeah, so that's not going to happen.
Great, that's all I wanted to hear. And as for the face painter, we didn't get too much into them. How much will the face painter exactly be?
Well, it depends. If you went with the magician act, so face painting would be additional time. So that would be afterwards. So it would be $100 for every additional hour. So that depends on how many children are there and what type of intricacy of face painting you'd like. So if you wanted the face painter to draw things like, let's say, the Loch Ness Monster or Spider-Man for every kid, those things take a little bit more time.
Oh, I love Spider-Man.
That really just depends on time. That just really has to do with the time. That would be an extra $100 per hour.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
No, not at all. And, and if you wanted simple things, then we could always cut it down to less time, If it's like, if there are girls there and all they want is a little butterfly on the cheek, then that just takes a couple of minutes. So that's, it's something to take into account. How complicated you want the face painting to be, how intricate. But the price is $100 an hour, actually.
That's great. Now, I don't know if this is going to be a problem or not for when you come down here, but I don't have homeowners insurance. Is that going to get in the way of any kind of payments or anything like that?
No, but I would need a down payment online through PayPal.
Right. Okay, great, yeah.
To ensure the payment. And then after the down payment's been paid, you could either choose to pay the rest in cash or you could pay the online before I arrive, the balance.
Oh, okay. I see. That works very well. And what time exactly will the clown be available?
Well, since you're calling very much in advance, that day has not been booked yet, so you can choose whichever time you'd like right now.
Right. Okay. How about around 7 a.m.?
Okay, that's possible.
7 a.m., that's great. Okay, and did I mention I'm going to have, it's going to be a very small party, only about 387 people. So, will the clown be able to entertain everyone equally?
No, the clown will not be able to entertain everyone equally if it's 387 people.
Oh, okay, because the last clown that I have gave my great-grandmother a stroke, so I don't want to, I want to make sure that he just entertains everyone from a distance, unlike the last guy,
Now, you said 300. Now, how many people are actually at the party? These details make a difference as far as the actual planning of the party. How many people will be attending?
Well, are we talking children or adults?
We're talking children. We're talking about the people that the clown is actually entertaining. How many people will that be?
About 100 kids.
150. And where is this going to be located?
This is going to be located in Queens, New York.
Where in Queens?
Rockaway.
Okay, and is this is going to be in a backyard of some sort? Is this going to be in a restaurant? What kind of location?
Well, I was actually considering in my neighborhood there's an empty alleyway that's pretty big, and maybe it smells a little bit, but maybe we could do it back there because it's a big area,
Sir, it would be easier for me if maybe you called back when you had all the details organized. I mean, right now, my planning, you're telling me this is going to be 150 kids. For 150 kids, a clown, it doesn't really seem like you're looking for a magician show. Looks like maybe, I can understand face painting if you wanted a couple of hours of face painting. But as far as being able to actually entertain a crowd that large, you would need to accommodate a stage. And for that, you'd really be looking at a different type of performance. What is the occasion? What are you trying to celebrate?
Well, it's for my Mexican son's birthday. He was adopted, and this is one of my first years with him. So, I wanted to throw him a really nice welcome home, birthday party.
Okay. Out of curiosity, what's your phone number in case you get disconnected?
All right. Well, my number is 718.
718.
10.
You forgot a number.
No, I did not, sir. I'll repeat it again. 718 4, 4, 4, 5, 4, 10.
5, 4, 10. Oh, okay.
5, 4, 10. That's right, buddy boy.
Very good. And you can call me Mish if you need to, not Buddy Boy. But yeah.
Can I call you Butterbean? Is that fine with you?
No, it's not fine with me.
All right, Butterbean.
Okay, you know what? So, again, I'm not interested in doing business.
Is it 'cause my brother's half black? Are you getting complicated with stuff like